The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. My name is Professor Buyson, the entrepreneurship trainer, streaming live from Valenzuela City, and this is Market Leader. Welcome to our Market Leader Season 2 special episode. The show aims to inspire students, business professionals, and MSME entrepreneurs by sharing the marketing excellence of global and local market leaders. In this very special episode, we dive into the remarkable impact of Dr. Gloria Baken Wong Siy on the field of hospitality education. As the founder and president emeritus of the Association of Administrators in Hospitality, Hotel, and Restaurant Management Educational Institutions, Dr. Wong Siy has spearheaded transformative initiatives that have reshaped the industry. Join us as we explore her innovative approaches, groundbreaking strategies, and the significant changes she has brought about within the realm of hospitality education. Discover how her visionary leadership has influenced curriculum development, industry partnerships, and the empowerment of future leaders. Gain valuable insights into the challenges faced by the industry and the strategies employed by Dr. Wong Siy to address them. This episode promises an engaging conversation filled with inspiration and valuable takeaways for anyone passionate about the future of hospitality education. Before we call our market leader for today, let us all watch this video message from the Office of the Vice President.
Assalamualaikum. Madayaw mayo adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. My heartfelt congratulations to all the members of the new channel on the joyous occasion of your 3rd anniversary celebration. From its humble beginnings, TNC has evolved into a trusted source of news and information dedicated to delivering accurate, informative, and thought-provoking content to its audience. This milestone becomes even more remarkable with the launch of Season 2 of your flagship program, Market Leader. May you continue to provide a platform for business leaders and entrepreneurs to share their ideas and empower your viewers with knowledge and motivation to navigate the dynamic world of business. Congratulations to the entire TNC team. Your unwavering dedication, tireless efforts, and steadfast commitment to journalistic ethics have brought you to this moment of celebration. Let us face the challenges ahead of us with courage and determination, knowing that by working together, we can rebuild an inclusive, sustainable, and resilient economy powered by an informed Filipino citizenry. Ang lahat para sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa pamilyang Pilipino. Shukran.
Welcome po ulit sa Market Leader at pasensya na po kayo, hindi ko po maitago ang aking galak at tayo po ay nag-celebrate po kasi ang TNC ngayon ng 3rd year anniversary. Alam niyo po, dito po sa Market Leader, nung nag-start po kami nung Season 1, isa lang po ang aming layunin, makapag-inspire ng mga kababayan nating dapa sa buhay dahil sa pandemic. Ngayon po, may naka-season 2 na po kami at nakakataba po talaga ng puso at tears of joy po talaga kami rito sa TNC Market Leader. Lalo na po kinilala at binigyan po kami ng napakagandang mensahe from the Office of the Vice President as Honorable Sara Duterte. Ma'am, maraming pong salamat. Hanggang ngayon po, ang aming puso, galak at passion ay talagang nag-aalab para ipagpatuloy po namin ang aming pong nasimulan. Kasama po namin ang mga market leaders dito po sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo para tulungan po nating ma-inspire, ma-equip at ma-motivate natin ang ating mga kababayang nangangarap sa buhay towards inclusive growth and nation building po. Maraming pong salamat, Vice President Sara Duterte. Tatawagin ko na po ang ating market leader sa umagang pong ito. Today we are honored to have with us Dr. Gloria Baken Wong Siy, the Founder and President Emeritus of the Association of Administrators in Hospitality, Hotel and Restaurant Management Educational Institutions. Welcome po, Dr. Wong Siy, sa Market Leader. Ma'am, nakamute po yata kayo, ma'am.
Mabuhay, Professor Buyson, and to all your listeners of the new channel. And really, I'm so happy, just like you. I'm very happy that you are now on your 3rd episode or
3rd year anniversary po ng aming channel.
Yes.
Opo.
And I am so happy to be part of this. Thank you so much for the invitation. I do not know why am I part, but thank you for the kind recognition.
Actually,
magandang umaga po.
Mas lalo pong naging special ang aming episode na po ito dahil kasama po namin kayo. Kayo po na talagang kinikilala, nirerespeto at ginagalang po ang inyong opinion pagdating po sa hospitality education. Kaya po kami dito sa Market Leader, talagang tears of joy po kami dahil sa inyo pong status na talagang masasabi ko pong key opinion leader po kayo sa hospitality education. Ay pinaunlakan niyo po kami dito sa Market Leader, ma'am. Ma'am, maraming pong salamat.
Salamat po.
Ma'am, para po sa amin pong taga-subaybay po ngayon. Pasensya na kayo, ma'am, medyo emotional pa kami rito dahil sa video message ni Vice President at saka yun nga po, nakilala na po ang ating efforts advocacy na ako po'y proud na gusto ko po i-announce rin po dito sa aming channel, ang isa po sa naghubog po sa akin ng mindset ng ganito po ay si Mami Glo. Siya po ang aking mami at saka siya po ang aking mentor. Tandang-tanda ko po nung nagsisimula ako, siya ay nagbibigay sa akin ng lakas sa loob pag oras na nanghihina ako at saka yung ano yung mga areas of improvement ko. Lalo pat kasama ko po siya din po sa POPs naman natin po at saka sina Sir Jesse. Talagang si Mami Glo po talaga ang umaalalay sa akin at kapag tinetext ko siya, dumarating po siya. Kaya I'm so blessed, Mami Glo, na nandiyan po kayong mga mentors ko. Lalo ka na talagang ginaguide mo po ako. Kami, actually marami po kaming mga anak mo na talagang nandito na po at pinagpapatuloy po ang inyong advocacy na para ma-empower po ang ating bayan sa pamamagitan ng hospitality education. Ma'am, pwede po bang magtanong? Maaari niyo po bang ikwento niyo muna po kung sino po si Dr. Gloria Baken Wong Siy sa aming mga viewers ngayon? Ano po yung mga humble beginning or beginnings niyo po?
Oh, yes. Actually, just like what I have said, I am so humbled because I am just a very simple person. I started as a simple faculty member. I taught in a state college. I also taught in sectarian, private, public schools where I shared knowledge and skills and also learned from them. I became a vice president, a dean of the college, and a consultant, a trainer, facilitator, mentor, name them. I got all those roles because I cannot say no if there is a call for my services. I always just ask the Lord, guide me that I may be able to serve them. So napakasimple lang po, Sir Roman, being a simple person, willing to learn, willing to share, that's the most important. Yes?
O nga po, Doc, Mami Glo, kumbaga nga po, dito po sa Market Leader, ang advocacy lang po namin ay maisulat po sa isang makabagong aklat ang mga market leaders, ang kanilang story para kung may mga ilangan po ng ating story na magre-resonate sa ating energy, nandyan lang po siya at pwede pong mapanood ng ating mga kababayan. At kinagagala ko pong ikwento po sa inyo at ibahagi na ang talagang sumusuporta po dito sa aming show ay talagang mga market leaders. Gaya nyo po na talagang iniidolo at talagang kinikilala at magiging source ng motivation po ng ating mga community, ng aming mga community rin po para po mas lalo pong holistic ang kanilang journey sa kanilang larangan ng kanilang pagnenegosyo at mga careers. Ma'am, pwede niyo po bang i-share sa amin ano po ang leadership style mo po?
Oh, yes. I guess I am a charismatic leader. I use the art of communication, persuasiveness, as well as the charisma, the charm in connecting and influencing others. For which, actually, I am able to connect with people on a deeper level. It is because I show my sincerity in dealing with them, the willingness to learn from them and to share what I have. Um, and I know I really recognize that there are so many people much better than I am, but I have also my own ideas, which I believe might be helpful to others. So I have a lot of guts. I am happy to share. I'm not afraid to talk as long as I believe in my principle. I believe in what I am doing and what I intend to do. Perhaps it is because of this attitude that I became a leader. Even during my elementary days, I used to be the president of classes already, and even in high school, the student council, and to the college, and even at work. So maybe the Lord destined me to become a leader. And I also believe that everybody can be a leader. All you have to do is just to have that willingness to serve. My motto actually is, which is in my mind and in my heart, just do what is right and help others do the same. Back to you, Sir Roman.
Ma'am, I truly agree to what you have mentioned about leadership. Ma'am, one of the most important skill of a leader is having the passion or the courage to be a leader.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you share with us today how do you deal with fear and doubt? And what was the hardest decision you have taken as a leader? And what helped you to prompt the best course of action?
Okay. Actually, I've been in several instances where I felt that being a person, I felt afraid and found it difficult to make a decision. Every time I am into this situation, I always turn to Him. I am not a religious person. No, I'm not. But I do believe that if we pray, we trust in Him, He will always be with us. And because of that, I do not fear because I know I have the guidance of the Lord. So, just like, for example, I would like to share what happened in one of our conventions of AAHRMEI. That was the third convention where we were supposed to go to Baguio City. And wow, the storm was terrible from Manila, the whole of Luzon, actually. The trees were already blocking the streets, and the rain was really so hard. But I was getting the text messages of the members. Ma'am, we are still traveling. Please wait for us. We are joining. And then there were those, oh, it's good, ma'am, that we arrived before the storm and we are here in the hotel already. And I have to make a decision because a lot of them were asking, shall we push through, ma'am? Are you postponing the convention or shall we go? It was a difficult decision to make. So what I did then was to go to near the window. I looked outside and really prayed so hard, Lord, this is a decision that is so difficult to make. But if you are with me, if you make that decision for me, then nothing worse will happen. And then show me a sign, Lord. And then little by little, there was already sunlight. I said, okay, so you want us to pursue with the convention. I called up the transportation because I reserved for 5 buses. I canceled the 2. I said, please understand, because we cannot expect everybody to be around. So it was canceled. Only 3 buses. We were at SM North. And with the strong rain, members were coming in, and we proceeded to Baguio. And what was, happy about it, the people in Baguio and the nearby places there were already waiting for us in the convention hall. It was such a beautiful manifestation of God that if we do trust Him, we believe in Him, we can really, be guided and have the right decision. So, as a leader, don't be afraid to make a decision as long as you know you have the right guidance. Another, which I may be share, this is actually the hardest decision that I made way back in 2000, Professor Boyson. I brought the 350 students plus the 16 faculty members to Qatar to serve the 9th International Islamic Conference. And then, actually, we were there for 21 days. We were supposed to serve just for housekeeping. But then it turned out the students were exposed also to the F&B, to the production area, and all of this. Now, one day, the a group of students reported to me, "Ma'am, foreign students were crying because they were being harassed by the guard at the villas um, of the guests." So I stopped, and then immediately I said, "Don't report. Tell call for your advisors," because there were 16 faculty members. "Call for them and we will have the meeting." So I told them, "Don't let our students serve." And the students were already testing their friends, their foreign friends. So we did not serve. And I was cold. It was it was a difficult decision. I have to protect our students, the Philippine delegation. So I said, "Sir, we came here to serve your country, to serve your guests during your ninth International Islamic Conference. But you have to take care of our students too. Your guard should be replaced. Unless he is replaced, we will not serve." Immediately, they acted. And you know what? In the evening, the advisors of the different countries, which included the Switzerland, they were so happy. They praised me for having that courage to face them. And in my mind, I said, "Lord, it was you who made the decision." So we were able to protect our students then. And they served well. They earned from that service. They were able to bring a lot of things back to the Philippines. Thank you so much for that, Professor Boyson.
Dr. Glo, that is truly absolutely amazing experience that you have shared with us today about the difficulties and the challenges that you encountered, and what are the steps that you have take in order for you to overcome those challenges, ma'am. Ma'am, can you at least share some of the transformative initiatives you have spearheaded in the field of hospitality education? And how have your innovative approaches and strategies reshaped the industry and influenced the way hospitality education is delivered?
Yeah. Actually, I believe that as a leader, we should be ahead of everyone. As a leader, you should look forward always. Because if you do not, you will be stagnant. What will be next to do? So I am fond actually of trying something new. And as a leader also, I try to connect with others, collaborate with others. I learn from them, I share from them, and I share it to our membership. And I realize that learning is really being multiplied, and I am able to help them in my own simple ways. I also thought that students and even the faculty members should develop further the knowledge and the skills, because the hospitality and tourism industry is a multifaceted industry. A lot of skills, technical skills, knowledge and attitude should really be developed. So one thing that I initiated was to conduct competitions. I think I had already about 7 competitions that I have organized. And during those competitions, the students, the faculty members were very happy whether they won or not, because they learned. They learned from that. And that move uh, became, you know, sort of a fulfillment on my part, being a leader. Another thing is conducting seminars and training. We have to initiate, because teachers are willing to learn. Everybody is willing to learn. But if there is nobody who would organize it, where would they go? So with AAHRMEI, we are able to organize seminars and training, even during the pandemic. And out of those seminars and training, our faculty members, even the students, also learn and further develop their knowledge and skills. And then I remember I sought the accreditation of CHED for international practicum way back in 1996. This is one important thing that I believe was an accomplishment. During those times, only about five schools were sending students to Singapore for practicum. And my students at Iris that time, they were saying, Mom, when can we go? Why is it we cannot? So I went out of my way and tried really to go to CHED. And that time, marami silang mga rally-rally doon. Pero talagang I did not get out of the door of the executive director just to be with him. And when he came out, Sir, good morning. We would like to invite you to Singapore, sir. Yung kaagad ang opening ko sa kanya, hindi naman ako kilala. No? So, he said, Singapore? Okay, you wait for me. You tell my secretary. So, that was the beginning. And we were able to go there with the executive director, his secretary, Ma'am Enriquez, of course, from that time, from Corep, Mrs. Ama, and myself. And we were able to see how beautiful the program was. Students were earning, they were developing their public relations and the rest of the skills. So when we came back, Dr. Perez asked for the development of guidelines. And because of that, more than 53 schools immediately were able to join the IPTP, International Practicum Training Program, which later on became the SIAP, the Students International, I forgot the A, my goodness, program. So that was another thing that I could say, the initiatives that I started. Back to you, Professor.
Wow.
Professor.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, absolutely amazing, ma'am. Your leadership is really outstanding. You brought innovations in our hospitality educations, and more so, your passion and love for our hospitality education. Ramdam po namin talaga, ma'am. Maraming pong salamat. Ma'am, meron pa po kaming tanong. Regarding po sa industry partnerships, kumbaga, can you discuss, ma'am, ano po ba kahalagahan ang role of the industry partnerships in driving the transformation of hospitality education and how you have fostered such collaborations?
All right. Actually, the industry partnership is very important, really. Personally, I believe because I have exposed myself several instances, several times. I even worked the whole year just to experience how it is to be a supervisor. How is it to be just a simple, worker from kitchen to service to housekeeping and the rest. And because of this, I always, tell our faculty members, let us immerse ourselves. It is different from just focusing on something that is based on theories, on books coming from different authors, and some are just, cut and paste. Sorry to say this. Some are just based on personal opinion, but no industry based knowledge, maybe. So that is really so important. Now we are sick. We are so sick hearing that there is mismatch, that faculty are not teaching well, they do not know what they are teaching, that is so unfair. Because teachers are doing their very best. They are actually trying to make the students be competitive, be so much knowledgeable. The problem is, many of our faculty members were never had the chance to be immersed in the industry. And because of this, again, as a leader, I tried to connect with my charm, with my, with my way of communicating with them. I tried to connect with the industry so that um, we will be able to, get the chance for our faculty to be immersed. So one thing is like the immersion of students and faculty at one hotel, Astoria Plaza Hotel. Actually, I even brought it to CHED to have the recognition. And now with the Tourism Alliance Group, with Mr. Teddy Jimenez, he is so kind to acknowledge the need. And I'm working with them so that they would know what are really the demands of the teachers, how they should really approach, because we cannot say, you do not know how to teach, you are lacking in this or what. They would feel bad, right? So I have to be in between. And at the same time, as far as the educators is concerned, I'm just happy that they are very much willing, really willing to learn. Because as a teachers, since we dared to teach, we should never cease to learn. Teachers are pedagogically very competent in imparting knowledge and skills. However, as far as the technical skills, the the trends, the best practices, and techniques done in the industry may be further enhanced. They have to be exposed really. So there should be stronger collaboration, stronger support, cooperation, so that the industry and the academe will work together because we are catering the same stakeholders, the same target clients, and these are our beloved graduates who will be the human resources of our country here and abroad. Back to
Well
you.
said. Well said, Mom. I strongly
Thank
agree that immersion, industry partnerships, and most importantly, the collaborations between the industry, the academe, and the government is very crucial in order for us to minimize the gap between the expectations of the industry from the supplier of the labor force, which are the universities and the colleges, to meet to in harnessing and equipping our students or our learners or our future business leaders with the necessary skills, mindset, and leadership so that they will be globally, not only locally competitive, but
you.
globally competitive as well. Ma'am, let's have a short break and we're going to continue our discussion
Okay,
after this short break. Thank you, po.
thank you.
The new channel is an online alternative platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible, global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Watch Market Leader every second and fourth Fridays of the month from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. You can watch live or on a replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC now. For sponsorships, please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a direct message. Enjoy these life changing shows because we made them specially for you. Welcome po uli, Doktora Gloria Baken Wong Siy sa Market Leader.
Yes, I'm here.
Ma'am, maraming pong salamat sa inyong pag-share ng inyong pong story at sa sobrang ganda nga po, ang bilis po ng oras natin. But ang dami po naming napulot, yung passion niyo po at lalo na po yung binanggit niyo pong pagkatok sa mga industry. Ma'am, personal na question ko lang po, paano niyo po nagagawa yun, ma'am, na kumakatok kayo sa hindi nyo kakilala, papapansin po tayo para in the hope na maging kasama po natin sila sa advocacy na gusto natin talagang ma-improve ang ating education po dito sa ating bayan, lalo na po yung hospitality education po.
Okay. Actually, one, shall I say, a technique or what? I'm already old, but I am on, I'm fan of looking into social media. And if I see something that is, something interesting, I give my comment. And sometimes they also return. And it became a connection already. And I try to ask, can you share also to our AAHRMEI? Oh, yes, ma'am, sure. And this is not only for the Philippine partners, but even outside of the country. I'm being a leader. I'm not ashamed because for me, I am only connecting for the members. My members are expecting a lot from me as a leader. We have already our president now, Dr. Lilibet Aragon, but being the founder and they raised me up to President Emeritus, I feel that there is still such responsibility. So I continue connecting and a lot of charisma. Just be friendly, the right communication skill, because many things can be said in a nice way, which could lead to friendship. And this friendship now would also lead to sharing. And that is what I'm actually doing.
Thank you very much, Dr. Glo, for sharing your secrets on how to effectively engage, connect, and develop a collaborative partnership or partnerships with the industry leaders. Ma'am, in our second part, meron po tayong mga live audience na gusto po talaga kayong makapiling at makausap kahit po virtual lang. Ito po yung
Sure.
aming advocacy na ma-connect po namin ng gaya niyo po na isang market leader sa mga talagang followers niyo po na wala pong pagkakataon na makita kayo personal pero magkakaroon po ng moment sila na makasama po kayo at makapagtanong po. Ito
Opo.
po, tatawagin ko na po ang una nating live audience. Siya po ay si Dr. Mark Anthony L. Pellegrin. Isa po siyang educator din sa isang university dito po sa Manila. Welcome po, Dr. Mark Anthony Pellegrin. Sir, you're
Nakamute po,
unmuted.
sir. Nakamute po.
Ay, sorry po. Good morning po, Dr. Gloria.
Yes, sir. Good
Nice
morning.
meeting you po.
Likewise.
So, may question lang po ako para sa inyo. I do have question. How can tourism and hospitality educators balance the market-oriented and critical-oriented approaches to tourism knowledge production?
You're saying the again, sir. Sorry, I didn't get exactly
Sige po.
the.
How can tourism
Mhm.
and hospitality educators balance the market-oriented and critical-oriented approaches to tourism knowledge production?
Mm. Actually, if you say the critical oriented, you mean these are people who are against of something? Is that what you mean, sir?
Usually po, they integrate both perspective po kasi ng curricula and
Okay.
pedagogy.
Oh, so you're talking about the curriculum.
Opo.
The practices of schools now actually is to have the industry academe advisory council, and from there
Yes.
we're able to meet our minds, and we hear the industry part and then the academe, and by doing that we come up with the best curriculum that will be beneficial to the students and the school as a whole. So, kailangan lang po talaga mayroon tayong collaboration. As teachers, we are focused on our daily teaching job. We do impart the knowledge, but it is very important that on the other side, we have to learn to accept what are going on, what are the practices, and try to see how we could further innovate from that.
Opo. I think we have to expose students po, no?
Oh, yes,
Sa
sir.
mga
Yeah.
sustainable tourism, community-based tourism, social justice tourism.
Very true, sir. Not only in competitions, we have
Yes.
we have the tours, di ba? May mga tours po
Opo.
tayo. And I hope the tours is not only for picture taking, sightseeing, but it is for them to be immersed really, to know what's the culture, what are their practices, how does it differ from the other one, and how can we further improve such tourism site. Sana ganun.
Yes po. I agree po. Thank you very much po, Dr.
Thank you,
Gloria.
sir. Thank you so much.
Dr. Mark, do you have any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you may ask.
One last question siguro, no, kay Dr.
Sige po.
Dr. Gloria. Nagkaroon po kasi tayo ng Enhanced Basic Education Act or Republic Act 10533. What effect po ba or how does this Republic Act affect tourism and hospitality education in the Philippines?
The basic education, is the foundation of our students in the tertiary. Now, with their move on these changes, of course, it will affect our tourism and hospitality education as well in the tertiary. So what we are only after is that whatever are these changes that they are trying to impose, we are ready, because in the tertiary we must be adaptable. We must be ready to take all possible learning and adjustments in education.
Especially po yung mga competencies ng mga senior high natin na graduates.
Opo, talagang kailangan talaga mag-immerse pati ang mga faculty kasi hindi lang uh, the knowledge but the technical skills and even the emotional quotient that is very much needed especially for our industry that is service oriented. So dapat matuto sila kahit business acumen, they should develop that so that they will become not only as workers in the industry but as entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneurs themselves, they could help out our economy in the country.
Yes po.
I
I
hope
agree
I'm
po, Dr. Gloria.
Well
Very
said,
much agree.
Ma'am Glo, and thank you, Dr. Mark Pellegrin, especially when you
Thank you,
mentioned,
Prof.
Dr.
Roman.
Glo, the entrepreneurship mindset. That it's very important, and that's the reason why I would like also to share that I'm part of the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship, Go Negosyo, and I'm also a certified Go Negosyo mentor, wherein we advocate on empowering the mindsets of our mga kababayan to have an entrep mindset, ma'am. Ma'am, tawagin ko na po ang next nating
sure.
live audience. Siya po si Mr. Enrico C. Tagum. Siya po ay Special Projects Manager ng Ninja Band Philippines. Business professional po siya, streaming live from Makati City po. Welcome po, Sir Enrico.
Good morning, Dr. Gloria.
Good morning, Mr. Tagum.
This is Enrico Tagum, ma'am.
Ah,
I graduated with a degree in agritourism management in
oh,
2013. My questions, doctor, are related to the growing industry of e-commerce and the agritourism industry and academic curricula in the Philippines. How has the rapid growth of e-commerce in the Philippines impacted the curriculum and teaching methodologies in hospitality education?
a lot. It has impacted a lot. In fact, just like what I used to say, the industry is a fast changing industry. And with what is going on now with our e-commerce, our uh, students should also be prepared for this. And I'm so happy that you have mentioned about the agri tourism. We have a lot of land that are untouched that could be developed into agricultural ventures and eventually to be a site for uh, agricultural tourism. This is one of the things that should really be given focus on because especially those in the regions, if they will just be taking the program and they cannot be employed in those in those places where there are only a few hotels or restaurants, they could have the agriculture tourism, and they can do this well with the e-commerce. They have to learn it. Although I'm not techy when it comes to it, but I personally I believe that this is one thing that should be given attention, and perhaps we have to really improve our internet access so that those in the provinces can benefit somehow. Back to you, Mr. Tagon. I hope I have
I
answered your question.
and I think there is now a greater emphasis on courses that cover online marketing,
Yeah,
customer relationship management, and e-commerce platform specific to the hospitality industry. No, ma'am.
there is. Yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Dr. Gloria.
Thank you, Mr. Tagong.
Thank you, Mr. Tagum. Iba-backstage muna po namin kayo para tawagin ko po ang our next live guest. Our next live audience is Mr. Amir, auditor, business professional po dito po sa streaming live from Pasay City. Welcome, Sir Amir.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Doc Gloria. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Professor Roman. So, thank you for having me. So, I was trying to connect po dun sa sharing earlier by Dr. Gloria. And I'm also a certified public accountant and I'm a teacher. So medyo close sa akin ang mga tourism and hospitality students ko because I'm also teaching accounting and financial management to them. And you were mentioning, ma'am, earlier about industry partnership. So my question is, would you suggest that it should be a prerequisite that a teacher who's teaching in hospitality education should have an experience first prior to to teach and other than having master's degree?
Preferably, yes. In fact, we always tell our graduates before you go into teaching, if you intend to teach, immerse first, work in the industry, because by working there, you will know better. Although there are different standards from one hotel to another, the more you're exposed, the better you will learn. And so when they go into teaching already, they don't only have the knowledge, but they have the skills. They have the real industry based learning and experiences, and this will make the total uh, shall I say, package that our students are needing. And if all of our teachers are SATs, wow, what a beautiful hospitality and tourism education we can have in our country. Yes, sir. Kailangan na kailangan po.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc. I have another question, if I may.
Yes,
Po,
you
no?
may, sir, you may.
Hospitality industry was actually affected by the pandemic, Doc.
Yes.
Now, with what happened, what we've learned from that, and how can we incorporate that to hospitality education from what happened during the pandemic?
Okay. During the pandemic, our hospitality and tourism education was truly affected, making the students being shortchanged. The industry were complaining already that they do not know the work. They do not even manage themselves in facing during interview. And because of this short change, can you imagine they were only online and some students were being dishonest, or they just opened their connection, but actually they're doing something else. So the learning was not really that effective, and even the teachers find it so difficult connecting, so the time is already limited just because of waiting for the connection. And so the topics that are supposed to be learned are being shortened. Now, because of that, as far as AAHRMEI is concerned, we are really calling on our teachers to go with what is going on now, the Education 5.0. We have to balance technology and the human factor. We have to remember, our students have to remember that we are still human beings, and it is important for us to have the emotional quotient because we are a service-oriented industry. This is very much important. Sa ngayon kasi, they are deeply focused on gadgets. Actually, they are disconnected from people. And that is doing, sort of a negative impact on their learning. Kaya kailangan ibabalance talaga. Affected tayo. Yeah.
Thank you, Doc. That's all my questions po.
Sir
Thank you.
Amir, backstage ka lang muna po natin. Wag muna po
Sure,
kayong
sure.
aalis na po. Mami Glo, meron pong plug-in question. Ipapakilala ko po, no? Siya po si Sir Teddy Jimenez, founder, Tourism Alliance Group po. Ito po ang kanyang unang tanong.
Mhm.
And I quote po, nowadays, how important that faculty of hospitality management required to have actual industry seminar, workshop, and immersion in 4 to 5 star hotels or AAA, most required faculty in different provinces.
Okay. Very important, Sir Teddy. It's really very important, just like what I have mentioned earlier, because the hotels have no time to train further aside from the basic training that they are giving for the standards of the hotel. But the rest of those skills should already be known by the students. And if they do not know because they were not being taught, then it will have a big impact on the industry. And I fully believe teachers should really be immersed. It is so different when you yourself has experienced the actual practices, the what we call the real moments, no, the what's the term? I forget the right term. Sorry, the reality, the moments of truth in the industry that are not being taught in classrooms, but they learn it from the actual services. Back to you, Sir Roman.
Another question from Sir Teddy M. Jimenez, founder Tourism Alliance Group or TAG, and I quote: "What is the prerequisites, or what is or are the prerequisites to be effective educators as expected by students?"
Okay. For us to be an effective teacher, first, we have to equip with the knowledge and skills. We cannot give what we do not have. And our students will know it. And aside from that, if you want really to be an effective teacher, have a lot of preparations. Do not just go to the classes without having the preparations. In fact, we are required to have the master's degree at least, so that we will not only be a page away from the students, but the master's degree is a degree adding to the title. However, the preparations in terms of knowledge and the skills are more important for me. So, couple it. May master's ka, meron ka pang industry immersion that will make you an effective teacher, and be serious about imparting the knowledge to the students. After all, it is on our shoulders the responsibility and the accountability of the students' learning. Can we imagine exposing them locally and internationally without knowing the real knowledge of the job where they are exposed to? The blame will be on us. Back to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Another question from Sir Teddy, and I quote: "What inspired you, Dr. Glo, organize the best national organization of hotel and restaurant professional administrator and educators, or what we called AAHRMEI," and unquote.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words saying that it is the best, maybe one of the best organizations, Sir Ted. And thank you for recognizing. Actually, we have more than 4,500 members now and continue growing. No? What inspired me? Actually, not only me, but it was with a friend, Mrs. Sylvia Ama. We were discussing that maybe we have to come up with an organization to assist the department heads, faculty members who are prospective department heads. Most of the department heads, just like me, just became one without knowing what to do. So the dean just said, starting tomorrow, you will be the department head of the college. Sabi ko, ako po, yes. Don't give me problems. Give me results. Imagine that. Huwag daw siyang bigyan ng problema, bigyan ng results. So meaning you work for that. You do your best. Nobody was teaching me, so I have to learn. It was learning the difficult way. But I was so happy with that experiences. Now, with the intention of helping the prospective department heads, the faculty members, and even from the industry whose knowledge may be stagnant already because they have the routinary work, we came up with AAHRMEI. And so happy that it has gained, recognition and support from Batanes down to Hulo, Sulu, and even some members from abroad. Thank you, Sir Ted, for supporting AAHRMEI. Back to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. One last question po from Sir Teddy. And I quote, for the students of hospitality and tourism students, what can you say the best qualities for being a great future leader must possess?
All right.
And I unquote.
Yeah. Actually, I always told the students and even the student leaders, have the 5 C's for you to succeed, which starts with competence. If you say competence, it's not only knowledge, but it includes the skills. Both knowledge and skills will make you competent. And not only in a particular, for example, F&B, but across the qualifications in tourism and hospitality industry, because you might go from one to the other. Second, the character. Character refers to the attitude. Attitudes are not taught overnight. You have to develop it. And the development of the attitude should start from you. Try to have a listing of your, shall I say, your negatives, your shortcomings. For example, I'm lazy to wake up early. I am talkative. I am this and that. I am afraid to talk to people. And then you're positive. By knowing it, you will be able to change that attitude. Then I should change for the better. Third is your confidence, a lot of confidence. This is not taught, but you have to gain it. The guts that you must have is necessary, because with your guts, you will be able to make good decisions. And of course, communication skills. Do not be afraid to express your ideas. This is the first important skill that you should have. And the communication starts from your smile. When we smile, we are already communicating. We are saying, I'm happy to see you. You are welcome, and so on and so forth. So yung communication na yan, whether it is a straight grammatical error or something is wrong, it's okay. As long as you are able to express your ideas, you are respectful, you are using the right words, nothing to worry. And of course, your collaboration. Nobody knows you. You have to stand out. Make sure that you are friendly, you connect with people, you try to show what you can. Hindi yung pagyabang, kundi contribute in anything where you believe you have something to contribute. And by doing that, the 5 C's, competence, character, confidence, communication, and collaboration, I believe that you will have your success in the industry. This is very, very important. I hope I have answered the questions.
Thank you very much, Mami Glo. Ma'am, may pa-shout out daw po si Sir Jesse Francis Rebustillo. Regards daw po, Mami Glo. Ma'am, may isa lang siyang tanong. What is your greatest achievement daw po?
Wow.
Sir Jesse Francis Rebustillo po.
Sir Jess, pinahirapan mo naman ako. I cannot say a greatest achievement because I am just a simple person. Maybe I have small achievements, small accomplishments that I am so happy about. But if you say the greatest one, wala pa siguro po. Others should say it, not me, sir. Kasi sa akin, I just do what I can share, and these are small things that I do for my countrymen, because I believe that by doing something, we are giving significance to our lives. I hope I have answered to all your questions. Parang defense pala ito,
Opo,
Sir
opo.
Boyson. Para akong nag-defend.
Nagkataon po talagang marami po talagang kayong kumikilala po sa inyo, lalo po, tinan mo matitindi po yung mga tanong plug-in questions po natin. Ma'am,
Salamat.
sa last segment na po tayo, tatawagin ko na po ang lahat ng ating mga live audience.
Sige po.
Pasok na po natin sila direct. Sina Sir Mark, Sir Amir, and then si Sir Enrico. Okay? Sir, meron po ba kayong last message para kay Dr. Glo? Kahit one-liner lang po, Dr. Mark Pellegrin? Nakamute po kayo.
Nakamute po.
Nakamute po kayo.
Okay, sorry. Dr. Glo, thank you for what I have learned today, no? Thank you very much po. I have to be friendly. I have to have courage. I have to be humble and very important to pray. And to be successful in the industry, kasasabi lang ni Dr. Gloria, yung 5 C's. So, competence, character, confidence, communication skills, both
Collaboration.
smile and collaboration. So I will have to remember that always po.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Pedro.
Thank you very much po.
Okay, si Sir Amir naman po.
Thank you po ulit, Doc Lono, and to everyone. So I think my key takeaway from this is that I really like the concept of the industry partnership because I think this is very important para ma-bridge natin yung gap between academe and industry. And you know, it feels like I'm just listening to my teachers when I'm listening to Doc Lo. So thank you very much po because there are a lot of things that I can also share to my students. Lahat po ng na-share niyo today.
Thank you, Sir Amir. Thank you so much.
Sir Enrico.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gloria, for your thoughtful responses to my question that shed light on the significant impact of e-commerce and agri-tourism on hospitality education. Particularly in the context of the Philippines, the way you articulated the changes required in the curriculum, teaching method, and skills development was both informative and inspiring. Once again, thank you, Dr. Gloria. And
Thank you.
I hope to have the opportunity to learn from you again in the future.
Thank you so much. I'm so humbled with all your kind words. Thank you so much.
Okay, marami pong salamat sa lahat ng live audience po natin ngayon. Bago po kayo magbigay si Mami Glo o si Dr. Glo ng inspiring message para po sa ating business professional, students, saka MSMEs, ipa-plug in ko lang po at magpapasalamat lang po ako sa ating sponsor na Sante, iZinc, ascorbic acid and zinc. Makakatulong po ito para ma-boost ang ating immune system at tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa ating paggawa at pagtatrabaho at pagsisikap sa ating career. Ulitin ko po, Sante, iZinc, ascorbic acid plus zinc. Welcome po ulit, Mami Glo. And then, ano po yung maaari niyo pong i-share sa amin na payo o advice, powerful message para po sa ating mga audience po ngayon at sa makakapanood po ng ating video.
Thank you. Thank you once again. I would like to repeat, I am so happy with the invitation to share my simple ideas, my experiences, and I hope that out of those that I have shared, a little thing maybe into your mind and into your system will go into your mind and your system. What I can say further is that life is too short. We do not know until when we will stay on this earth. Just do, continue doing what you believe will make other people happy in whatever way. I am already 73 years old, but instead of just lying on bed, just viewing the television, I feel that I still can do something for the youth. That's the reason why I continue. So let us all give significance to our lives by serving our country in whatever simple way. What you're doing now, especially for our teachers, it is on our shoulders, the learnings of our students. Someday, they may not remember us, but the impact of what we have done to them will multiply on and on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Glo. And then sabay-sabay na po tayo magpaalam sa ating mga estudyante, sa ating mga viewers. Maraming pong salamat sa pakikinig po sa aming episode ngayon. Subaybay niyo po kami sa Season 2 episodes po ng aming Market Leader. And sabay-sabay po tayong magbabay na po, no? Maraming pong salamat. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye po.
Salamat po. Maraming
Bye po.
salamat. Salamat.